Hi, as Jan Christian just mentioned, I'm Matthew and I'm the Managing Director and co-founder of Last Forest, a mission-driven social enterprise. We're based in the mountains of southern India. Our work is with indigenous communities, also locally known as Adivasis. It means the original people from the earliest times. Biodiversity and business are fused in Last Forest model because Last Forest does not exist for itself as an endpoint. The business of conservation has to be as primary and objective as natural resources are limited and communities are small. Scale is not the answer. And so when we bring the products to the market, the story has to be central. That has to be the differentiator. When we engage with customers, they have to become partners in this journey of ours. As an organization, one of our core objectives is that each customer who buys our product has to become a steward of this planet. Though the customer may buy the product for meeting their own personal needs, they also need to know that by making this purchase, they are making an impact. Hence, we promote the concept of payment of ecosystem services. The customer pays not only for the product, but for a host of services that we take for granted. Fresh air, clean water, pollination services, etc., etc. The list is endless. And so when we talk of nature-friendly consumption, it is important that we engage with the customer. Its importance increases when customers start seeing it as central. And for that, we need to be those agents of change. And not all attempts succeed. I'll share a story of how we brought out a special edition of honey with illustrations of wild honey collection practices. It was a great success. And with a great response from customers, we made a second attempt. In our excitement, we worked on a series of endangered fauna from our biosphere reserve. What a disaster it turned out to be. Such attempts have their downsides too. Small enterprises like ours have very small margins of failure, and that hinders us from being too creative. To close, though social enterprises are an extremely important part of this kind of messaging, they also need to be equipped, whether finance, design, packaging, or compliance. They need to be supported as they scale, but they also need to step up from their side. And so all the very best as we work together on engaging with customers and ensuring that each one of them becomes a steward of this earth. As a conclusion, unless this process of production and consumption becomes a part of the ethos in which the state and businesses operate, it's not going to go much further. Legislation can bring some change, but working together will make that change sooner. And so all the very best. Thank you so much for letting me being a part of this discussion and dialogue. Thank you.